One of the things that the coaches online that are helping you with how to do anything online, they're always telling you that you need to have things float across the screen and stickers and text and all this stuff to hold your audience's attention. And I don't think that's true if the people that are listening are really interested in the topic that you're talking about and they need to know what you know, they're going to pay attention. So I want to talk to you about how to avoid overwhelm in homeschool. And it is going to be coming at it from a life lesson that you can use no matter what topic. No matter what topic, I'm trying to write at the same time, no matter what topic you are trying to learn about. So when my friend Jeannie first taught me how to make pizza dough, we were in her kitchen and she was adding the yeast to the water and showing me how the water is supposed to get frothy. And she added, a little bit of sugar and a little bit of oil and some flour. And as the dough was kneading, she pointed out, do you smell that? That's the yeast activating. And so from in that lesson right there, I was able to learn what good smelling pizza dough was supposed to smell like. I didn't even know that that was a thing. And then as the dough began to rise, she would stop and she would grab the dough and she would pull on it and she would say, see how it looks like this? This is not quite ready. So she'd put it back in. She knew exactly how to make pizza dough, how to make bread dough. She knew what it was supposed to smell like, what it was supposed to look like, what it was supposed to feel like. And she was able to impart that to me so that I myself could learn how to make pizza. So what I'm going to be talking to you about is how to be a fruit inspector, how to find the mentors in your life that are going to make a difference. And the reason this is so important is, and I just did this same live out on Instagram, but I couldn't get YouTube to go at the same time. So anyway, here I am doing it again. The reality is that when I was a young homeschooler, I thought that getting help or getting mentored while trying to educate my own children meant that I was a failure as a homeschool mom. It was such a lie, it's not even funny. The reality is my husband has taught me so much, so much. This is totally my husband speaking over me, that the way to get better at something is to find somebody that's better at that thing and then to pattern your life after them. Become a professional fruit inspector first. Make sure that what they're teaching, what they're offering is what you want, and then pattern your life after them. So becoming a fruit inspector is going to help you in homeschool. The very first thing that you want to look for, so I'm going to assume that unlike me, you know the value of following somebody that knows what they're talking about. But it's not just that simple. There are actually 3 things that you need to look for in a mentor, whether you're learning to bake bread, crochet a beautiful blanket, how to fix a car, or how to homeschool your kids. The very first thing as you're looking for mentors in life is to make sure that they are teaching from a heart of peace. You want to feel that they are not hurried, anxious, angry, frustrated. They should be oozing peace, because who you listen to and who you follow seeps into you and impacts your life. So if you don't like I'm going to use the word aura because I'm not thinking of the actual word, but if you don't like what that person feels like and what you feel like when you're with or learning from that person, unsubscribe, unfollow, get off all their lists and just go find somebody else. You want a mentor that speaks truth, but that is also filled with peace. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that this one is so important. One of my favorite questions for homeschoolers is, if you, and I can't walk and talk at the same time, if you could talk about anything for the next 3 hours without notes, what would it be on? And I'm always shocked by the number of homeschoolers that say chickens. There are so many homeschoolers out there that could talk about chickens all day long. I am not one of them, but boy, I have a collection of names that if I ever decided to raise hens or have, meet birds at home, I know who to call, because these people can speak about all the different aspects of chickens. When you're looking for a mentor, and now we're going to switch and we're going to start to talk about just homeschool in general. When you're looking for a homeschool mentor, you want to make sure that that person is filled with peace, but that they're confident. They're not arrogant, but they're confident. Like the farmer's commercial, they know a few things because they've seen a few things. They need to be further down the road than you so that, and we'll talk more about this in a second, but you don't want to be shoulder to shoulder in the trenches with your mentor. You need to know that they have a bigger view, right? That they're outside of the battle and they can guide you through. Oh, there's a landmine right there. Oh, watch out. There's things to be avoided over there. Go this way. It's successful. You want your mentor to actually be able to lead you. So they need to be confident. And that confidence comes from experience. It comes from having been through battles and survived them. It comes from having learned from other people and combining all of those lessons. So make sure that when you're looking for a homeschool mentor, that they are peaceful and that they are filled with confidence. Again, this circles back. I didn't think that I needed mentors to homeschool my kids, at least at first. I very quickly learned that I absolutely did, because you're able to learn things so much faster from somebody that's filled with peace and confident. One of my communication and talking mentors doesn't even know I exist. His name is Vin Gang. He is on YouTube. You can find him. He is a master communicator. Absolutely love his stuff. And one of the lessons he was talking about, he had found an expert in a topic that he wanted to learn about. And I can't remember. I forgot to go do the research to figure out which topic it was. But I'm going to pull the topic of finance out of the bag and just use it as an example. He approached a head expert in finance. Again, it's just, I can't remember the actual thing. So he found somebody in finance that was really, 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 really good at what they did, really respected, an expert in their field. And he got in front of them briefly in a way that he was able to ask respectfully how much they earned in a month. And because of the whatever interaction, they responded, I make this amount in a month. And Vin asked them, if I paid you that for a day, would you spend 8 to 10 hours with me and download the golden nuggets of life lessons that you've learned over the course of your career? And their first response was, would you want 2 days? And he's like, no, just one day. And this person took a week or two to put all their thoughts together and sat with this gentleman in a room for 8 to 10 hours and fed him pure gold of all the life lessons, the golden nuggets of what made them successful in their field in the course of one day. Your mentor, whoever that is, should be able to speak gold over you. This idea that they have this wealth of experience that they can condense into nuggets that they can share with you that will shorten how long it takes for you to get the same results. It'll save you money because you won't feel like you need to chase every rabbit that runs in front of your homeschool, and it will save your sanity. When you're looking for a homeschool mentor, these are the things that you're looking for. And I'm going to give you the 3 things that you do once you find them. But to recap, you need homeschool mentors. You do. You just do. You want somebody that's a few steps in front of you, that knows what they're doing. They have the wisdom of being able to discern busy from necessary. They speak and can teach you how to build stronger connections with your kids, how to protect your relationships, how to invest in the heart and the character of your kids so that they become champion people, and educate them beautifully by personalizing what they're doing in homeschool. And then how to design, how to help them get to where they want to be at the end of the homeschool journey. You want somebody that does that. And if it's not my husband, Craig, and I with our program Homeschooling Olympians, then make sure it's somebody that has those things, right? You want to make sure that you feel good, that you need to like them. You need to like your mentors at least a little bit, or you need to love to hate them. So make sure they feel, there's that feel good sensation, so that you are hungry to hear what it is they have to say. Make sure that they're speaking from a place of experienced confidence, so that you can take what they say to the bank. Oh, you can do research and make sure that what they're saying is true and accurate, but you just know based on what they're sharing that this person is speaking from total and complete experienced confidence. If I want to know about rowing, I ask my youngest son. If I want to know about crocheting, I ask my youngest son. If I want to know anything science or mathematics, I ask my fourth son. Just yesterday, he was explaining to me this scientific question that he had in one of his, I think it was a physics class, a glass of water with a ball floating on top. What happens when you add a little bit of oil? Will the ball sink a little or float a little bit more? And we had this whole conversation, and he explained all of the scientific reasons why this worked. So if I want a science mentor, I go to that son. If I need any kind of help with music, understanding music theory or anything, I start with my third son, who is a master musician. If I want to know about screenwriting or creative writing or digital marketing, I go to my second son. And if I want sarcasm or history or random weird quirky facts, that's where my oldest son comes in. It's amazing. He's so funny. Brilliant kids, but they're each experts in their own right. And if I want to know anything about cybersecurity, computers, Bible history, life lessons, my husband is an amazing mentor. So I know that by choosing who I talk to, I'm going to get clear, condensed information. And so when you're learning something, if you want to learn how to ride a bike, if you want to learn how to crochet, if you want to learn how to do clay or painting or design, you want to learn from somebody that is filled with peace, that has amazing confidence, and speaks gold over you. Somebody that has taken a decade or two worth of advice and experience and life, and is able to condense it down into this savory piece of information that you glean, and it gives you a catapult forward. It gives you an unfair advantage in life. That's what a good mentor will give you, is they'll give you an unfair advantage over whatever field that you're looking at right there. So what are the three things that you do when you find your homeschool mentor? Because this is something that absolutely helps you with overwhelm. It's magical is the wrong word. It's incredible to be struggling over a topic and then to bump into somebody that's an expert, and how quickly they can just see through the fog and point to the solution. It's amazing how freeing that is. So when you find somebody that you can follow, somebody that leaves clear footsteps in the snow for you, for your journey, to make it easier, right? The very first thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is hang on. Grab onto them and don't let go. I'm the queen of collecting experts. My husband has taught me to be an expert collector, and I give him the credit and the glory for that, because that's how he's championed his career, is by saying, I don't know, then being teachable. And then when he finds the right person that can lead him, he just hangs on tight and he's able to glean from them. It's such an important lesson. This next one is something that is a little controversial, but it's important. And I almost got it. When you find a mentor that is exactly what you need to help you on your journey, and they have any kind of a mentorship program, not only are they filled with peace, not only are they confident, not only do they spit gold, you're going to hang on to them. But if they have any kind of paid mentorship, you're going to throw your money at them. And here's why. Hands down, when somebody knows what they're doing and they spit gold and they can help you get to where you want to go 175 times faster and avoid all these pitfalls and mines, it's not just worth what they charge. It's typically worth their weight in gold. It is incredible to be under the right mentor. And I know I've been ripped off too. Just this past year, my husband and I invested $6,000 into a business coaching class, a business coaching system that it was a lie. It was an incredible waste of money. It was $6,000. Fast forward almost a year later, very nervously found somebody that had the same offer, but it was less, but we invested in that and it was exactly what they said it was. It was like, oh my gosh, the difference of following somebody that knows exactly what they're talking about. It's worth the investment. So when you look for somebody that can help you at home with your parenting, at homeschool with the whole educational journey, at in the kitchen with your cooking, whatever, it's worth the investment. So don't balk at it. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money, and it's going to save your sanity. And the very last thing is, now that you're holding on and you've invested into your mentors, I'm going to encourage you to follow them everywhere you can find them. Get on their email list, follow them on social media. If you live in the same town, see if you can connect with them. It is incredibly important that you link arms with your mentors. So important. This saves you so much time and heartache when you are able to pattern your life after somebody that's been there, done that. It absolutely will save you from those feelings of being completely overwhelmed and lost and frustrated. You want and need somebody that can help you see that that math lesson is not as important as that heart issue that your 9-year-old is dealing with, or that your pick for curriculum will have nothing to do with whether or not your kids are successful in homeschool. You want somebody to breathe confidence over you, to breathe encouragement into you. So you've gotten this far in the video. Down in the comments, let's be open and honest and share our favorite mentors with each other so that we can glean from one another. In the realm of homeschool, it's not just math. There's different aspects of being a homeschool parent. The first one is homeschool. Now, my husband and I are homeschool life coaches. We are homeschool mentors, but you may be mentored by somebody else in homeschool, and that's okay. I would love for you to share who that is in the comments so that other people can glean. So who are your favorite homeschool mentors? You can even share why and how they've helped you. Another area of homeschool is parenting in general. They're my favorite homeschool mentor for parenting she's actually a homeschooler also. Her name is Carrie Bleck, Kerry Bleck, Belck. I love Carrie because she encourages teaching kids how to be leaders, teaching kids how to be independent thinkers. She's the one that taught me that when your older kids tell you that they want to do something big, that you say, wow, how can I help you do that? And then go quiet and then just listen to what it is that your kids are thinking about. Super powerful. I love her. So who are your favorite parenting mentors and coaches? I would love to be able to glean from that. In the realm of homeschool, you've got school, you have parenting, there's taking care of your house. Who's your favorite house organization mentor? My favorite declutter mentor, which has to do with housekeeping, is Sarah Mueller with the Declutter Club, or she also does Organize Like a Boss. Absolutely love her. So who is your favorite homeschool mentor? Who's your favorite parenting mentor? Who's your favorite housekeeping mentor? And then who are your favorite cooks, right? Your favorite cooking mentors or cooking classes or cooking things. I'm going to share mine, but I have to share it with this warning, or I guess disclosure, because I told my sons about 10 years ago that if they caught me swearing, that I would owe them $50, and I have not had to pay a dime to date. So I'm going to share my favorite recipe, or my favorite website for recipes for you. But I need to tell my boys I'm not swearing. I'm just saying the website name, and it's important that you know that I do not owe you a red cent. I love the site Damn Delicious. Her recipes are just exactly that, just what the site says. They're amazing. I also love Ree Drummond with Pioneer Woman and Anything Taste of Home. And my favorite recipe books are the Gooseberry Patch books. I haven't tried a bad recipe in there. They're just amazing. So share below, who are your favorite mentors? It is so important that you get help along the way. The homeschoolers that are frustrated that I talk to every week are homeschoolers that have not found their mentors yet. They follow a lot of people. They follow a lot of blogs. They listen to and watch a lot of YouTubes, but they don't have mentors. They're just looking for information in all the wrong places. A mentor cares. A mentor has confidence. A mentor spits gold. But you also need to make sure that you can see the fruit on their tree. You need to know that they're living a life that you want to pattern your life after. What does that mean? It means probably something different to you than to me, but you want to make sure that you can actually see into their life. Can you see what their relationships are like? Is there evidence of the homeschool journey from beginning to end? Can you see that it wasn't always perfect, that they actually struggled along the way, but they still made it? Super important that it's transparent. So that's it. That's my big thought for the day. I'm going to encourage you to be a fruit inspector, to find mentors, to share your favorite mentors down below so that everybody can glean. And if you've made it this far and you don't have a homeschool mentor, I'm going to encourage you to check out Homeschooling Olympians. Go to homeschoolingolympians.com, click on the Start Here tab, and then on that page, you will see Homeschooling Olympians, and you can get the information from there. We would be a good fit for you if you love your family, you want to build stronger connections with your kids, and you want the relationship and the heart to be the foundation that you lay all of the academics upon, and you want somebody like me that has kids that have gone all the way through the journey and made it, to be able to tell you it's okay. Put the kids and their character first and wrap academics around it later, and everything will be okay in the end. So check out homeschoolingolympians.com if that sounds like something for you. And I can't wait to see who your favorite mentors are. See you next time.